For those of you not interested in Nintendo's big Switch game of the month, Super Mario Maker 2, which obviously we're covering extensively, here's something a little different for you. Is the era of new Joy-Con over? Now obviously Joy-Con will remain the primary way to play and enjoy Nintendo Switch. They offer a lot of fun and flexibility, especially for multiplayer. But is the era of new Joy-Con over? The proliferation of new colorways, the ability to customize your Switch however you see fit, is that a thing of the past? I'm starting to get really worried because I'm a huge Joy-Con connoisseur. I have every single official Joy-Con and many custom colorways. And yet I haven't been able to get any new controllers this year. There have been no official Joy-Con for a long time. And I thought this would be remedied at E3 2019. Nintendo had a ton of games, properties that could definitely be attached to a Joy-Con or a Pro Controller, and they did nada on the accessory front. Perhaps there will eventually be a bundle for Luigi's Mansion 3 or maybe Animal Crossing New Horizons. That could still be announced at a future director, even on Twitter. But as of now, there is barely anything on the horizon. We've got one morsel, which is the Dragon Quest XI console bundle that does come with custom Joy-Con, but currently that's Japan only, and for all we know, it stays that way. So here in the States, no Joy-Con in 2019. No Joy-Con on the horizon. And I'm starting to believe that it's gonna stay that way. If we look back at when the last standalone set of Joy-Con was released, it would be January 9th, 2018, when the neon pink and neon green set were added to the Joy-Con arsenal. Now this set initially started as a Splatoon 2 tie-in over in Japan and Europe, and frankly it's become one of my favorite pair of Joy-Con. I use the pink with the original blue almost every single day. Now think about that for a moment. January 9th, 2018. By my calculations, that is 537 days. 537 days since the last official Joy-Con release hit store shelves. Now when the console first launched and they rolled out the gray, the neon red, the neon blue, the darker red with Mario Odyssey, did you ever think they would have a nearly 2-year gap between Joy-Con? And baby, that may go to 700, 800, 900, infinite days if they never put out another standalone set. But even at 537, even if they drop something tomorrow, I didn't think it would be this big of a gap. Early on in the Switch lifecycle, it seemed like we were going to get a bunch. You could get the neon red and neon blue, you could get the gray, you could get an extra red, you could get an extra blue, the neon yellow that were attached to arms, the pink and the green. Then they started getting a little crafty and they bundled the green and the yellow with Super Mario Party and an interesting Joy-Con bundle to encourage that multiplayer play that released on November 16th, the same day that our last bundled Joy-Con came out, which was a part of the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee bundle, which featured a very cute Pikachu-themed Joy-Con and Eevee-themed Joy-Con. Since then, though, nothing. So we're talking 8 months since even a bundled pack of new Joy-Con. In totality, there are 3 bundled sets. You've got the Smash Bros. Ultimate set, you've got the Super Mario Odyssey Deep Red set, and you've got the aforementioned Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee set. That's it. In terms of official colorways that are available standalone, you've got the neon red, the neon blue, the gray, the neon pink, neon yellow, and neon green. 6 official standalone colorways, and then 3 sets of limited edition. One pair, the Mario Odyssey Red, are identical. The Smash Brothers ones are different, and the Pikachu and Eevee are different, so that adds another 5 Joy-Con to the mix. That is not how I envisioned this going. Yet at the same time, that's a lot of different controller options, especially for Nintendo. But if you look across the border to the Microsoft and Sony side of things, they're constantly coming out with new colorways, new patterns, and new kinds of official controllers. I wish Nintendo would take this a little bit farther and make some new Joy-Con, but it's been a year and a half. We are in a massive drought, and I don't know that we're ever gonna get out of it. I'm thirsty for Joy-Con. It feels like a Los Angeles summer where you don't get any rain. Will there ever be the recovery deluge? At this point, I don't know. Do you guys think that there will be any new Joy-Con? I feel like there will be a bundled set. Like I mentioned, Luigi's Mansion 3 or Animal Crossing New Horizons seem primed for that sort of a thing. But will there be any additional standalone colorways? Will they deliver something that's not neon? Will they give us a white set? Will they go orange? Could they do all these things? Abso-freaking-lutely. but maybe at the price point, they saw that there's just no need, no reason to fill the shelves with that many different colors. Yet at the same time, I feel like it's a huge part of the Switch fun. You're bringing this hybrid console with you everywhere, and seeing different players have different pairs of Joy-Con was one of the most exciting things early on in the Switch lifecycle. Now obviously, custom Joy-Con that you can find on Etsy or Instagram or Colorware are really cool. They're also really pricey. Yeah, you can get whatever you want, but they're not official, which to me lacks a little bit of the overall polish and the overall enthusiasm I have for collecting everything that Nintendo puts out for this console. This becomes even more interesting if you consider the potential of an incoming Switch Mini that may have pre-attached Joy-Con or change the form factor altogether. Now, I still think Joy-Con will be compatible with any Switch that comes out. It's a huge part of Nintendo's marketing. I don't think they're going to take that away. But what if this Switch Mini does, in fact, have pre-attached Joy-Con, and therefore buying additional ones wouldn't be for the system itself, but rather just to add for a multiplayer party? In that case, you don't need so many colors, and you're okay just having a few extras as long as they are fun, and they are. The picks Nintendo has made with neon pink and neon blue, neon yellow, neon green, they're great choices, and if you want to go a little more standard, you do have the gray option. But I miss the excitement of a new Joy-Con set on the horizon. There just haven't been any for so long, and I miss it. You can go on Nintendo's website and customize your Switch and see the different options for Joy-Con. That's so freaking cool, and I felt like that list, that roster of colorways, would continue to expand like a Nike shoe drop, and it just hasn't. It bums me out, and it's something that I didn't think would end so soon. If we consider that the Switch lifecycle will probably be 5, 6, 7 years, and who knows how that'll be affected by a potential Switch Mini or Switch Pro, it would be really sad if Joy-Con production, at least of new options, ended a year or so into the system's lifecycle. Again, the bundles will still probably be there for as long as the system exists, but the standalones, are we really limiting the colorways after the first year? That seems like a huge bummer, especially for players that have been there from the start. One last Joy-Con note is the potential for an upgraded controller. That's something that we talked about early on in the system lifecycle, with many players wishing for a true D-pad, and I thought that Nintendo might go down that route. But again, they just haven't. Will they take the time to deliver an elite-style Joy-Con controller later in the Switch lifecycle, perhaps alongside an eventual mid-cycle Pro release? I don't think so. There are obviously options. You can go third party and get something of the sort. We've got a really interesting one from Hori that is tied into Daemon X Machina. It is the grip controller, these extra large, beefy Joy-Con that are trying to provide somewhat of a more hardcore experience with bigger triggers, a true D-pad, but they lack wireless functionality. They're useless detached. They don't have HD rumble and no gyro. So you're definitely sacrificing a lot if you want to go that non-official third-party route. It's not exactly what I want, but I do hope they'll bring the Dragon Quest XI bundle over here to the West, because at least it's new Joy-Con. And they're a pretty cool blue with some slime Dragon Quest iconography on them. I like them, I need them, I may import them, I'll try to hold off, but without any other Joy-Con options, those are looking pretty sweet. So call your senator, contact your favorite Democrat nominee, and let them know we need more Joy-Con. Okay, maybe it's not that serious, but I'm really starting to get antsy without new colorways. It's getting bad. My Switch is feeling empty. It's feeling naked, and I don't like that. So riddle me this in the comments down below. Predict the next set of Joy-Con, whether it's attached to a bundle or individually, or maybe you predict never again. That would be a very scary Switch future for me. I've got all my sets, and to think that it's over after technically not even a year. January 9th, it wasn't even a full year after the Switch launched. That's a huge bummer. But give me your prediction in the comments down below, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope this drought will end soon, but I'm starting to believe that it just may never happen. Thanks again, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you did and are a fan of Switch controllers like me. Until next time, for myself and all my Joy-Con who are desperately awaiting a new friend, SwitchForce